So, Jesse, to wrap up this episode, we are going to try something a little new. And we're going to
Oh,
spend just a few minutes talking about something that we have decided to call Pokédjacent or Pokédjacent. I don't know how to pronounce it yet. I'm thinking about it. And we're just trying to spice a little variety into our little episodes here. And I want to remind you that we're comfort food. We're not here to persuade, definitely, and barely here to inform. And in Pokédjacent's case, just let's call it like a light homage to something that one or the other of us
a
just
little snack.
enjoys. A little snack,
Like
a little
you have you
Cheeto.
had your main course,
hmm
and before you get dessert, you get a little snack, just
We
like a little breadstick.
we
This is
started
the
with a very
breadstick.
personalized salad, right? Of the hi, how are yous and stuff, and then we did the main course where you all get like one of two choices for a main course, and now we're on to the dessert. And I picked the topic this week, and again, just a nice homage. I picked it this week. It'll go next week, and this week I picked Aaron Ehasz, and I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. And again, nice homage to Aaron
Sure,
Ehasz because
sure.
he was involved in, yeah, that's my hope is sure, he was involved in the creation of a few episodes of Futurama, which is a top five show
Top
for me.
tier,
Five,
top
it's top
tier.
five for me for sure. And Avatar: The Last Airbender, he played a serious role. He was a lead writer in numerous episodes, and that is my top favorite show of all time. Fun fact.
Let me
And
pause real quick to say
please,
plug for Sean, because Sean, in addition to Pokemalarkey, has run a very long running and very good podcast about Avatar: The Last Airbender called
Avatar: The
Plug
Last Podcasters.
Avatar: The Last Podcasters, and it is a really fabulous take on the arc. So if you like Pokemon, you probably like Avatar. And if you don't, what's wrong with you? But Sean, go ahead.
No, thank you so much. And Jesse, what drives that show is that I don't do much. I'm just ignorant, Sean, like always. And that's fine. I've accepted that. I don't know if a person alive outside of the creators themselves knows more about Avatar: The Last Airbender than Chris Ford, who is my co host. So, Chris Ford, aka The
True.
Objective Geek. That's what drives that show. If you're interested, please go watch it. Thanks, Jesse.
Sean brings, as usual, lots of incredible, unbridled enthusiasm, which is the most endearing thing about Sean, because few people get as excited about things as Sean does, which I love. It's my favorite thing about Sean.
Blind, ignorant enthusiasm. That's what I always contribute. Last but not least on Aaron Ehasz is he's doing the Dragon Prince, which we're just three seasons in at this time. And I would say it has like
I
top,
have to watch that.
I'm going to say it has top 10 potential for me. It may or may not land there, and it's probably not as good as some of the other stuff, but it is very good. I also want to note that as I was doing, I'm going to call it research, but it's not research because I was reading Wikipedia. I saw something I didn't realize, which was some light allegations that maybe he's not the best person to work for or next to if you're a woman.
Oh
I
no!
know. And so, Jesse, I can't say that anything ever came of it, and I didn't look much farther. But there were allegations. So I just want to say I'm not going to comment on his character or
Oh
anything like
my
that.
God!
Uh, I
You've just shattered my world. I don't like that.
it was something like that he was potentially demeaning to women and or didn't take their ideas seriously or something like that. I only saw allegations.
God.
I don't saw what else came up. I didn't read a lot, but that was in Wikipedia, so they're at least out there. So not commenting on him as a person
Oh
or anything
no!
like that or pretending to know anything. I just happened to pick him before reading that, and still, of course, acknowledging that those shows where his name is the common denominator happen to be among my favorite television
Oh
shows.
no!
And obviously, I either A, hope they're false, or B, if they are true, hope he gets the appropriate comeuppance.
Yeah. Oh my God!
So
Why
I
can't
have to
people
at
just
least
be
note it.
good?
I hate to
Good for
shatter the whole
you.
thing.
Good for you for saying that, because it's hard for all of us when we, really like somebody to find out they're not great. I likewise with
I mean,
you.
frankly, we don't. We I don't.
Likewise with
We don't
you.
know.
I hope that they are just allegations, because I haven't looked into it either. But it's sad.
It is.
What
It's sad that it has
a
to
lot
come
of
from.
people, I will say, as I think we've discovered with all kinds of things, like lately with the um all things recently, like with Activision and other stuff, that like
The
a lot
whole
of
shit list thing.
animation companies don't treat their women employees as well as they should, and that's upsetting. I hope this is not the case, but I
Likewise.
will say I have really appreciated their contributions, Aaron's contributions to Avatar and the world of Avatar. Um, I would say that's a good pick, Sean. Like, that's a really great series to plug. And also, I hope people go and listen to your podcast, the
Thank
other
you
one,
so
because
much.
it's incredible. It's great.
And I'm glad that you appreciate both Avatar and Futurama. Watch Dragon Prince someday. I hope you get to it. It's not earth shattering or anything like that.
I will
But
get to it. I'm always okay, everyone. All I watch are cartoons, so I'm always behind because anime, other cartoons, it's hard to balance. I do my best. Okay.
There's a lot
Don't
to
come
watch
for
out.
me.
There's too much content and too little time. Jesse, thanks for indulging me in our first ever Poke Adjacent topic. We hope that the segment itself, we hope you don't hate it, quite frankly. And I look forward to Jesse's pick
It's here forever.
next time. It is. Just anything to, again, we're not trying to detract from the main course as much as just we like so many things that aren't Pokemon, and we think other people like those things too. So let's talk about some of them.
I just think it's important to note that Pokemon was so formative to so many of us who are interested in quote unquote nerdy things now that it's normal for us to we spent so much time in the early renditions of Pokemalarkey talking about all kinds of other stuff. And we just want to give a little slice,
Structure.
just a little slice to be able to say, hey, I also love this. And Pokemon's a big reason why. Because that's so formative to us. And if we didn't acknowledge that, we wouldn't be being honest.
Absolutely.
And above all things, I am nothing if not honest.
I'm
Probably.
Nothing if not
Don't trust me.
transparent, hence my comments about not doing any research earlier. And the yeah, thank you so much for indulging us. We hope you like that addition or that addendum. Maybe we'll remove some of the tangents from the rest of the show and get them out of our system in a defined little chunk. And if you hate it, for heaven's sake, just tell us, and we'll figure things out.